We all get yearly physicals regarding our health, or at least we should be doing that. The same goes for your financial health. Just like at a physical with your doctor where you get blood work to look at different levels such as cholesterol, glucose, vitamin D, etc., to see if there's any deficiencies or areas of concern, the same goes for our financial health by looking at things such as expenses, income, debt, or our investments or lack of investments. Today we are going to do a financial health checkup where I list 10 items that we should all do at least once per year, if not more often. Now, some of these items you might think, I already know that, but do you actually do them? That's the key. These things will ensure we are as financially healthy as possible or help us see where we need to focus more of our energy on to help create wealth and help us all become more financially independent. These things are critical in creating a solid financial future, and I know if you're watching this channel, we all have the same goals, and that is to increase our wealth so that we can increase the opportunities we have in life to live it to the fullest. So I'm excited to go over these items, and I hope you share this video with someone you think could benefit to help them create a future of wealth. And it is really simple. They're all simple things. It just takes time to do them. And like with all good things, where we put the effort in is where we see the most growth, and that goes for our money as well. So let's get started with this list of financial health checkup items. And these are to-do items at least once per year, but I recommend more about 2 to 4 times a year to do this. So we're going to start with item number 1. That's making a list of your income versus expenses, both at a yearly and monthly level. Now, once you know your income, I also want you to factor in your debt and do a debt to income ratio, which is your monthly debt payments to your monthly gross income. This gives you an idea of how manageable your debt load is. Of course, there's also an opportunity to refocus on paying down that debt and seeing if you can afford to chip away at it faster. The lower your debt, the more financial freedom you have. This also boosts your credit score and so much more. Focus on eliminating that debt. So when you look at your income versus expenses, also on the side, look at that debt and put it up against your income. So that's item number 1. And of course, this leads to item number 2 because this is comparing income versus expenses. And that is to review your expenses and axe any you do not need. Make sure you do not have a high expense to income ratio, just like the debt we just discussed. When you put things on paper and see it in totality, it puts things into a different perspective very quickly. You may be paying $15 a month for a subscription, but viewing it on an annual basis means you now see that you're paying $180 per year. That's 2 shares of SCHD. Add to that all the other subscriptions and you will be inspired to cancel a few of the ones you barely utilize. Subscriptions are dangerous. I kind of don't like them in a way because it's a set it and forget it. Before you know it, you just don't know what you have and you need to review them. I would also include reviewing small expenses like buying Starbucks every day. I see so many people doing this, or energy drinks every day they'll bring into work. Maybe you can just make coffee at home and save yourself a ton. Also, don't eat out as often. Maybe don't order that Coke, just get water instead if it's free. So comb through it all, make cuts, make changes, and enjoy the benefits of reducing your expenses so you can do better things with that money, like putting it to work investing. That leads me now to item number 3. That is, call your bills. Call your internet, your phone, your auto insurance, your home insurance, and other bills that you know you can review coverage of and maybe take some things out or negotiate better rates. Sometimes all it takes is a call saying you're thinking of switching to a better priced competitor, and usually they'll get your bill lower because they want to keep you. So that's item number 3. Item number 4 is review your savings. The thing I like to utilize most that a lot of people don't, and it's crazy, is you want to open up a high yield savings account. Now they're yielding between 4 to 5%. Now a normal bank is 0.1, 0.01%. Why not get 4 to 5%? It's simply just moving your money to an insured bank like Ally Financial. That's one I utilize, and you get 4 to 5% on your money that you have just sitting there. Now, these are things like your emergency fund that you want to put in here, your rainy day fund. It's always good to have a backup, and it might as well be earning some good interest. Aim for at least 3 months worth of money to cover your expenses, but I feel 6 months is a better target. So make a doing it list instead of a to-do list. That's what my friend calls it, and I love it, a doing it list. And get this type of account set up and funded. You will thank yourself later when you see your money making 4 to 5%. Now, item number 5, if your company offers one, consider a health savings account. Now, you have to have a high yield deductible plan, but this is an amazing account. An HSA, which is the high yield savings account, allows you to put money away and withdraw it tax-free. So it goes in and comes out tax-free, as long as you use it for qualified medical expenses like deductibles, co-payments, co-insurance, and more. But there's something really cool. If you make it to the retirement age, which it's lower for an HSA, I just don't remember the age off the top of my head, but then you can utilize it just like your normal retirement account, pull the money out and you can use that money for whatever you want. It truly is a really beneficial account. You can also invest with your funds that are in the HSA, and it rolls over every year, unlike an FSA. So really for me, it's highly beneficial, but as always, review this in detail to make sure it's a right fit for you. Item number 6, open or increase contributions to an IRA, either a Roth or traditional. These are tax advantage accounts and you want to prioritize these, just like the HSA we just talked about. And the next item is item number 7, it's benefits time. Review and put as much money as you can towards your 401k, especially if there's a match from your company, as that is free money. So tax advantage accounts like the HSA, the IRA, and the 401k should be prioritized. So max out your 401k, then your IRA, and then your HSA, and then open up an individual investing account. So be sure to maximize your future wealth in retirement. Your future self will thank your current self. Now, item number 8 is review your portfolio or portfolios and make sure you are confident in your investing decisions. Make sure it's a portfolio that is appropriately diverse, yet offers growth opportunity. There's that balance, and it's hard to get, but I know you can get at least close to that. Do you have ETFs, exchange traded funds, or mutual funds with high expense ratios? You may want to consider alternatives that have lower expense ratios. Are you keeping up with your individual stocks? If you're finding it difficult, you might want to consider more of investment in ETFs than individual stocks. I talk about this topic all the time and I share with you my own investments, which you'll see at the end of this video. So it's an area that you constantly want to be learning about, and this channel will help you do that. So be sure to subscribe, and I share my strategy and you can utilize that to grow and build your own resilient portfolio. So item number 9 is consider a second source of income. Now, this is outside of dividends, and those should be reinvested, by the way. Now, should you get a part-time job? Maybe, or do an online gig. There's a lot of online opportunities now to make income. Make use of a talent or skill through consulting or selling art. Or maybe you have some talent, such as you can make some really good bread and go to the local market, set up a stand, things like that. In fact, I had a best friend today stop by my house, and he showed me his idea for a small business. It's very exciting, and if it takes off, I may just have him on my channel to talk about it. But there are so many ways to make extra income, so start brainstorming and see if you can take any actions to make more money. This leads me to the last item, and that's item number 10. This is your main source of income, your job. I see too many people just kind of go with the status quo, and there's nothing wrong with that if you're comfortable with that, but you need to make sure you're growing. So don't be afraid to ask for that raise or that promotion or switch jobs. They show that switching jobs, a lot of people do that these days. It actually allows you to make about 10% more of income with your career. And so that's why we're seeing a lot of people change right now, is because they can go easily make an extra 10% at the very least. So work hard and be confident in yourself. I see too many people afraid to ask or afraid to change. Of course, quality matters. I want to stress this. I've been in some very bad jobs that paid more and some better jobs that paid less, and I rather have a less stressful job that pays a little less. It's just, I don't know, that work-life balance, that quality of a good manager, it makes all the difference. So factor that in as well, but don't sell yourself short either. A 10% boost in pay makes a world of difference in reaching your financial goals. So here's the 10 items. So do a financial health checkup regularly, and this will ensure you stay on track or get you back on track to create wealth and financial freedom. It starts with building that foundation and then stacking things up on top of that. It sometimes gets off to a slow start, and that's where I see people give up. But for those that stick with it, your foundation usually will hold a skyscraper worth of wealth. Continue educating yourself and growing your opportunities. Now, on this channel, I share this, my portfolio. Here is my structure that is building up because of the foundation I laid. It was not easy to start, but now I have invested a good amount of money that is up 19.08%. This feels fantastic, and this can be you. So if you like this type of transparency, this honesty, I share this every time I put a video out. Be sure to subscribe. Now, thank you for being a part of my channel. It means the world to me. I hope you have a great day. Do your financial health checkup, and we'll see you soon on Mark Arnold's Finance.